Nice. Paul, define machine learning for me. Here's your education component. We love to hear from folks that are super knowledgeable about stuff. So define machine learning for me.
Yes, a few admonishments out of the gate. Don't use machine learning unless you have a reason to. Two, it's a service, not a product. It does always require a human in the middle. It's automation is not something you just push a button. So machine learning is essentially two different things. Let me preamble this with, it's no better than the data that you have available to you. So privacy laws, other things often prevent machine learning from being a net gain unless you have data that supports it. Data science, machine learning is math, period. That's it. It's the data that breathes life into the value of machine learning. There's two types. There's supervised, which says that, well, we have all this prior data that we've gathered before that show that tell us, well, if this happens, then this will happen. Or if you have this much, well, it's kind of hard to say exactly, but like in fraud, for example, you have, let's say, 280,000 records in a spreadsheet, and you have, that they've been previously tagged. Each transaction has been tagged with fraudulent or not fraudulent. So that's called training data. The data at the machine learning model is going to train on that class, that column where it's tagged as machine learning or not. So what it does is it looks at all the fraudulent transactions, it looks at all the non-fraudulent transactions, and looks for patterns as a way of determining what is fraud and what is not fraud based on that data. And then when you send in a new transaction, it says, well, this is what they look like before. This one looks to me like a fraudulent transaction. It's a guess, it's a probability. But that's the whole idea of supervised machine learning. You're using the past to help you predict the future. That they use this in weather, they use this in all kinds of other areas, customer churn, predicting what areas to go into. Then there's unsupervised, and that is you do not have previous information. What you're looking for using machine learning to help you determine what is normal. And so whatever's outside the bounds of that normal, usually expressed in a standard deviation or something, it's an anomaly. It's usually something you want to look at. Fraud and threats typically, and other things that require attention are going to be in that outlier area. So that's called unsupervised machine learning. That's used a lot in threat detection. So those are the two higher level areas. I could go on about types of data and types of machine learning, but I think for your purposes, that's probably the best way to put that.